watching?
Me!
TV.
Memorable. Entertainment. Television.
Untouchables. A Desi-Lou production. I think you all agree that by trying to introduce more discipline, more order...
Any order, sir? Yeah, take an order. All the troops can go home.
they have hopefully made this a more enjoyable war for all of us.
Enjoy MASH.
It's a prayer come true.
On me. Don't you know me? MeTV.
Poof, a star is born.
Weeknights at 7, 6 Central on MeTV.
That's all, folks.
Tonight's episode, the Dutch Schultz story. Robert Stack appears as Elliott Ness. Co-starring Lawrence Dobkin as Dutch Schultz.
The underworld has always lived by one law, the law of the jungle. The strong clawed their way to power. The weak died in a hail of machine gun bullets. In March of 1935, one of the toughest mobsters in New York City, the man who dominated the underworld at the moment, was Arthur Fleckenheimer, better known as Dutch Schultz. During his career, Dutch Schultz and his mob was suspected of having committed over 100 murders. He controlled every racket in New York. He had branched out into liquor, narcotics, labor shakedowns, the numbers racket.
What's the matter with you two punks? Simple little job, you gotta call somebody to tell you how to do it? Why, is this guy too tough for you?
He can be softened up, Dutch.
Well, I gotta be at the hospital by 2 o'clock. Hey, Lulu, 6 dozen red roses. How about that? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, sure, it'll be fine, Dutch. Look, you got plenty of time. Take 5 minutes to talk to this guy, Flores.
Thought you said he could be softened up.
We figured it was time you found out what makes him so tough.
All right, 5 minutes.
Joe. Joe.
You, Mr. Flores?
Si, senor.
The boys here tell me that you turned down our deal.
I don't need your protection.
Oh, come on, you know you do, Joe. Without protection, things happen. You know that.
He said it cost 30% of the gross. 30%, that's too much. I go broke.
What? Go broke? Joe Flores Policy Bank. 4th largest in Harlem. You got 42 collectors, you got 6 controllers, is that right? The weekly take estimated at $5,000. Now, you tell me, how is 30% too much?
What do you ask me? I tell you. All the protection I need, only 15%.
Hey, Dutch, I told you you're being undersold.
Why don't you let Joe tell me? Who, Joe? Who's selling protection for 15%?
Lucky Luciano. Luciano.
Little man's getting some big ideas, huh? Undercutting me right in my own territory. He's not gonna protect you, Joe. You wanna know why? He's gonna be too busy protecting himself. Because he's a punk.
You hear me, Joe? He's a 2 big-time square sharpshooter.
15%, huh? You want to know just how much protection it's going to buy you? Lulu, I don't want nobody else listening to what Luciano's got to say.
How soft do you want it, Dutch?
Babe, you bring the little bottle. The acid?
Maria Purisano, por favor.
No, what are you worrying about? Luciano. Maybe Luciano will buy you a white cake.
Come, Arthur.
Huh?
Too funny. Yeah, all the nurses say she's beautiful.
Yeah? How about that? Well, how could she miss it except for a month? Oh, I got two gorgeous gals. Hey, anything she needs, honey, you just name it.
For a while, all she needs is me. Visiting hours are over.
Oh, already?
Feeding time.
Well, all right.
Oh, careful, Mr. Fleckenheimer. Oh, don't worry, nurse. My husband is a very gentle person.
In March of 1935, working in conjunction with the Department of Justice, Elliott, Ness, and a handful of agents known as the Untouchables transferred their operations to New York City. The Untouchables were out to stop Dutch Schultz, the way they stopped Capone. Tax evasion. Working with Elliott Ness were Jack Rossman, former telephone lineman, an expert wiretapper. William Youngfellow, full-blooded Cherokee, an All-American at Carlisle University. Enrico Rossi, one-time barber and a key witness against the Capone gang. And finally, Martin Flaherty, ex-policeman from Boston. Flaherty had been planted in a strategic position in the heart of Dutch Schultz's territory in Holland. His assignment, work his way into Schultz's organization as an undercover man.
You're the new janitor, huh?
Yeah, I took over last week. How's it take?
What? You're living off your wages? You're peddling policy slips, just like the other super. From now on, my cut is $20 a week.
Well, you go talk to that Schultz.
I'm talking to you. $20 a week. Get lost. Okay, brother. If you got any policy slips on you, I'm taking you down to precinct house.
Look, you're getting your payoff, Steve, but not from me. You try that again, and the Dutchman will hear about it.
Hey, what's the matter? You got trouble with the cop?
Nothing I couldn't handle?
I don't know. I hear you talk about Dutch Schultz.
You're one of his collectors?
Nah, I'm from far downtown. You got a lot of guts. We could use a guy like you.
Yeah? Who'd I be working for?
Lucky Luciano.
Dutchman's bigger.
For long.
Well, then I'll be interested in the proposition.
You want to get in, now's the time. Now when it's all done.
Well, you let me think it over.
Sure. I'll be this way again. Maybe tomorrow.
Hi.
How's the job, Martin?
Well, I think I made a strike.
A collector?
Yeah, but it wasn't one of Dutch's. It seems Luciano was trying to hire a salesman.
What'd you tell him?
So I said I was thinking it over. I thought maybe we could play them off against each other.
That's one way, but in getting Petri might give Luciano a chance to move up, then we'd have another job to do. Take your story to Schultz.
You mean that?
One of his collectors should be around soon. Tell him you've got something big. You'll talk to Schultz or nobody.
Hey, maybe I'll get to meet the great man.
Bill picked up a tip on Dutch's headquarters. It's somewhere in Harlem. So if you hear any talk about a warehouse, listen good. That's where the records are kept.
Well, back to the ash cans.
See you later. Right.
Hey.
How long have you been working here?
Oh, about a week or so.
Yeah, what happened to the other guy?
I had an accident, sir. You a policy collector?
No.
I've been expecting all week. The other guy left me these slips. I'm peddling for you now.
$30.
I had to push the customers around a little to make them buy. Punk before me was too soft. He didn't know how to put the heat on.
You may do all right. This block was only good for $6 before. I'll tell the front office you got the job.
I'll tell Dutch myself.
Who?
You heard me. I got something for him. That is, if he's interested in what Luciano's doing these days.
He is. I talked to him. All right, come on. What's your name?
Flaherty.
You don't look so tough to me.
Well, I'm not trying to sell you a policy slip now.
I hear you had some kind of a run-in with the cops.
How'd you know that?
We've been watching you ever since you moved in. There you go.
So you ran a test on me, huh?
I always check the merchandise before I buy it. Okay, I can always use another monkey. You're on a payroll, $50 a week to start.
Salesmen don't make that kind of money.
You're not going to be selling for me, Flair. I'll find something for you to do. Now, you beat it and get back here in the morning ready to go to work.
You don't want to hear about Luciana.
All right, what about Luciano?
I guess it was nothing important.
I'll decide what's important. Now, spill it.
Some guy propositioned me. Said Luciano was moving in, making better deals all around. Sound like you had a lot of your people lined up already.
It's a lot of air. None of my people are signing up with him. He's a punk. I could buy every monkey he's got working for him. All right, I'll tell you what your job is going to be, Flaherty. I got 38 bankers working for me, and some of them don't like to be audited. Make them like it.
If some of them are working for Luciano, I may have to push you back in line.
Huh?
Well, that kind of job pays more than $50 a week.
Maybe you won't even last out a week. Shut that door. Now what?
Her fiscal week was up 3 days ago. She ain't paid yet.
How can I? That man Luciano, he moved in on me.
All right, you know what to do. Take her back in there. If she don't come up with the money, give her the usual treatment.
No, please.
It's quite an operation.
Beat it. Get back here in the morning ready to go to work. I don't know. Get even, tell him.